I can hit that button down this one. Check. Hi, Rhinesberry, Munchkin. Trying to do an audio check, guys. How's the audio going? Just either give me a thumbs up or an okay. Trying to get everything settled here. Hi. Okay, so you guys can hear me okay? Audio pretty good? Yes. All right. Thank you, guys. Welcome. Still trying to get a little bit adjusted here. How's your Saturday evening going? Okay. I think that's good. Sounds good. Thank you very much. Thank you. You guys are awesome for joining early. We love it. Okay. Hi, Jason. Thanks for joining. No music? Can't start something without music. See who else is here. I look forward to this every week. Awesome. We look forward to having you guys. So we're really glad that you guys join us. We look forward to having you guys too. Hi, DWA 2798. Should know. I'm trying to learn my names here. But some I remember and some I don't, but welcome. And we're also doing live on Facebook too, so. Shakoteers, welcome. Hi. Hi. Closer 81 joined. Welcome. New Hope Goat Farm. Welcome, New Hope Goat Farm. Does any reminders out? Does any reminders out? Reminders? Reminder. Oh, Walter would be nice too. Reminder. Hi, Jason. Okay, so we're waiting to see if my guest is here. Don't think I missed him. Give me a second here, guys. Nope, he's not here just yet. He should be on soon. Dr. Patrick, hello. How's baby? I need to see new baby pictures. Do you want to message Eddie? Just make sure. You should be good. Is that funny? Just making sure I don't miss him here. Hi, Facebook Live. I can't really see who's on there, so I get somebody else to monitor that for me. I'm checking to see. Phoenix King, welcome. You guys having a good evening so far? Raymar Williams. Hi, Raymar. Thanks for joining us. We're just waiting for a guest to sign in. Should be here in a little bit. See him? Okay. All right, we're checking here, guys. Okay. We're going to be getting started here in a little bit, guys. We're just waiting for our guest to get on. He should be here in a second. Dr. Patrick, where's your crew? Where's Stanny? And Dr. Young? Soon. Okay. Yeah, I think everybody's running a little bit behind. I think everybody's running on Jamaica time today. But that's okay. Joining soon. Okay, good. Still looking for D-Boss. Haven't seen him yet. I don't think I've missed him. Yes. We're checking to see. Just talked to him like 30 minutes ago. Oh, there he is. Hi, Eddie. So you should get, let's see here. There you go. I'm going to send you the invite. I'm going to add. He's coming, guys. All right. There he is.
Yes, I'm here.
How are you? You good?
Yeah, I'm good, you know.
Awesome. Good. We're going to give it a couple more minutes because, you know, everybody's on Jamaica time. So we're going to give it a couple more minutes, give a couple more people time to join in. I see Mr. Weir has joined us.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're going to wait on more persons to join, or I should start?
No, let's give it a couple more minutes. Let's give it, because, you know, Jamaica time, everybody just comes in. And so we'll just give it a couple more minutes, all right? And then we'll,
I'll leave the time to, I'll leave the viewers to vote.
You leave the viewers to vote?
Yeah, I don't have any problem. I'll wait.
Yeah. Just give us a couple more minutes, all right? I'll probably start here in a little bit. But you've had a good day so
I'm going to make it. Yes, I did have a good day.
Very good.
Didn't
Very
spend
good.
much time on the farm today, though.
Okay. All right. You doing other fun stuff or?
Not really. You know, the sun is hot, you know?
Okay. That's true. That's true. You have to pace yourself. You
Yeah, yeah,
definitely have to pace.
yeah. Gotta just go on and come off, you know? Can't spend much time.
Yes, that's very true. Farming is hard because you have to gauge. You don't want to overdo it because you can do stuff all day long every day.
Yeah,
So you
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
have to gauge and step away sometimes. So yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna go
You
ahead
know,
and get.
because of.
Go ahead. There you go.
So you're gonna ask the question, or I should just use the phone and
I'll ask.
answer all the questions?
We'll just have a
You can
discussion.
ask the questions.
Yes, absolutely. So welcome,
No,
guys. Yes.
you're
So I'm
breaking
gonna.
up a little bit. You're,
I am.
you're
Okay.
breaking up.
Okay. So let's see. Let's see how this goes then. So it should be fine. So we'll try to wait a little because there's a little bit of delay. Okay. So
Yes,
I'll
that's
talk.
why I said I'll wait. I'll wait.
Okay. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. So welcome, guys. Thank you for joining us. Our guest tonight is Eddie from D-Boss Farm. And what we noticed with Eddie is that even with COVID-19 impacting all aspects of the economy, especially the complete shutdown of the tourist industry, he has found a really good way of keeping going with his farm, even without his core patronage. So we've always been intrigued. We've been following him for a while. We've always been intrigued by him. So I was like, hey, this would be a great person for us to interview. So welcome. And thank you very much for joining us, Eddie. So let's start by you telling us your story, where you're from, where you grew up, what you did as a child, what were your interests as a child, what you wanted to become when you grew up. And yeah, let's just start with that and then go from there.
Oh, well, I'm from Montego Bay.
Okay.
Yeah, yeah. But now, when I was growing up, I did really want to become a farmer because, my granddad was doing the farming also, so I was inspired from there. But it wasn't
Okay.
really the animals. It wasn't really animals. It was mostly crops, not livestock,
Okay. All
you
right.
know. So
Very
from
good.
there, I have the love. So when I was growing up, I normally plant a few stuffs, and watch them grow.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay. So that all started from childhood. So that's what sparked your interest then. It's from
Yes, it
what
was
seeing
from
your.
child.
Okay. All right. Very good. So so you mentioned your grandfather. So I'm gonna guess he might be one of your mentors. Are there any other mentors that you have had that has helped you become who you are and help you grow as a farmer?
Yes, my friend. I have a friend by the name of Douglas Barrett, and he's right next door to the farm. He was the one that normally do the farming first. You know,
Okay.
he
So what?
normally does a lot, so I was normally there with him because that I don't really have a farming at home here, so I have to go somewhere else closer to home. You know,
uh
yeah.
Okay. So what did he? What's on his farm?
No, he used to just mostly do crops and pigs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So that's kind of what sparked interest. All right. So tell us about D-Boss Farm. What's on your farm? What do you do? What's your business model? Just give us, because most everybody online don't know about you other than us. So give us a little bit more
Yeah, I know.
information about you. Kind of sell you. Okay. Go ahead.
So what we normally do tours. So we do a little bit of agrotourism, and I also sell and breed exotic animals.
All
So
right.
what I
So,
normally do, I even have products like my juices. I make pumpkin juice, coconut water and tuna, beetroots, cucumber juice. I have a lot of products, including herbs, that I normally do.
all right. So tell us, you said a lot of exotic animals. Give us a kind of rundown.
Yes, exotic animals.
Tell us all the ones you have.
I have the Polish chicken, the silky chickens. I have the red labels. I have the golden laced and sybarite. I even have pheasants. I have peacocks. I have the yellow-naped Amazon parrots. I have the macaws. What else I have? I have pigeons also. I have guinea pigs, rabbits, goats, etc. A lot of
Okay.
stuff.
You
Yeah,
have
I have a
a
lot
very
of stuff.
Yeah, your variety is very wide. I'm going to be honest, most of those animals I have no clue about. I've never heard about a lot of them. So, where did you find all these varieties? Are all these varieties here in Jamaica? How did you come across
Yes,
without coming?
all of them, all of these birds are here in Jamaica. So you have breeders that breed all these birds here in Jamaica. So I go all over Jamaica and do my collections.
Okay, all
So I
right.
did a wide
Um,
collection and I put everything together because with most persons they don't have a lot of collections, but I did put everything together and have it at one place.
okay, all right. So, do you do your own? So now that you've collected all these birds, do you do some kind
Yeah.
of your own breeding, or do you always have to go out and buy new birds, or you do
No,
your
I
own
do
breeding?
my breeding. I do my breedings, and that's the reason why the virus is not affecting me that much. Because
Oh,
meaning I'm not doing any tourings now. I start breeding and selling exotic animals because most persons are home and bored now. They need pets. So I even get a larger
okay.
sales than when there wasn't any virus. So
Oh,
I
wow.
find
So they're,
myself getting a larger sale
uh-huh.
since the virus has implemented on Jamaica.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's good. You know, one thing happens and when a window closes and a door opens, so that's very good. So now
Yeah.
you're
Because
just
I wasn't just doing touring. I was doing breeding and selling of exotic animals from the day I started doing the touring.
okay.
So I didn't
So
stop
I'm
doing
all
my
go ahead.
I didn't stop doing the breeding and selling of exotic animals while I was doing the tour. That was still a
Okay.
part of the boss farm.
All
And
right.
remember we also make healthy juice also and herbs
All right. So where do we find your healthy juices and herbs?
at my farm. I have
Okay,
a
so we have
green grocery. I have a green grocery I created out of bamboos that I have on the front of the road where I have my farm. So I normally sell coconuts and especially green grocery because I plant a few things at times. Most of the time we buy and sell stuff.
all right. So you have quite an enterprise going on there. Several different
Yes,
avenues
yes.
to
So
making avenue.
we try to keep the whole farm balance. We gotta
Okay.
balance everything, do a little everything. In case of one goes down, we have another one to keep up.
Absolutely.
But
Somebody
with
sent a
what
message.
happened with the green grocery now, we're getting affected really bad because what happened, everyone is selling food now. Everyone is selling fruits and vegetables because they don't have any jobs. So, before you should reach at our location, you have 50 persons that you have to pass because you're out
That's
of job. And when you're out of job, you got to find something to do. Because in
that's
Jamaica, everyone is a hustler.
absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah.
But but even with being a hustler, that's a good thing. But with you, you also have a business plan, and like you said, you have several different revenue streams. So when one goes down, you can tap into the
Yes.
other. So that's amazing. All right.
Yeah.
So
So
I don't know if
we
I
to
missed.
be honest, To be honest with you, it affect us with the touring and the green grocery, but not the selling of the exotic animals.
Okay. So I don't know if I missed this in the list, but do you have peacocks?
Yes, I do have peacocks. I thought I did mention it a little bit earlier.
Okay, I probably missed it, but that's a bird I'm looking
Yeah.
for. So I'm gonna definitely have to come visit.
And if you look on the pictures, you'll see where I have tourists going behind of the peacocks and taking pictures, and you won't see that nowhere else in Jamaica.
Oh
We're the
wow.
only touring company doing something like that.
Okay.
We
So
have
how
peacocks that will allow you to. We,
go ahead.
pardon me?
Peacock. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We have peacocks that will allow you to stand right behind of them and take all your pictures.
Oh wow. That's amazing. That's amazing. So how did you get into the agrotourism part of the business? How long have you been doing it and how did you get into it initially?
3 years, but the within 2018 we didn't have any good roads, so the opportunity was low. But the road was there, but the opportunity was low because remember, Rio Montego Bay is closer to me. So I did have a good friend of mine by the name of Devon Sterling that I always think that we could do something together, because he was in the tourist business and he was one of the driver, one of the real driver. He's the supervisor. So when Mr. Horace Strong finally give us better road, I see more opportunity, so I take advantage of it.
Okay. So Mr. Devon, he does the advert. How do you advertise to get people on your tours?
Yes, he does most of it because even though he advertise it, I still have to put in the good work so he can actually shows them what I'm doing. So because I try to do a lot of different stuff that like I tell you about the peacocks and even my Polish chicken, because the Polish chicken is basically like a Rasta. That's the one with the long feathers on top of his head. So I train him enough where he stands on a cage and you stand right in front of him and he'll just pose for you and you keep on taking pictures. So most of the drivers were thinking that that was something rare and new. Even the peacocks person standing behind of them, so they said no, they have to get to this guy because no one else is doing this. And let I tell you something, with tourists they like to do something new. And because this is mine and I'm trying to do my best to get all the tours, I put in hard work. So I train my birds daily.
Very nice. So
Yeah.
how did you learn to train birds? Is it something you just picked up on your own, or how did you learn to train your bird?
Because I find out that the feeding do a lot of work. The feed, the
Okay.
extra feed. If you keep the birds on one feed and you change the feed to something that they have never had, they'll do a lot of things, amazing stuff that you will never expect them to do. They will even come and stand on your lap just to get that feed. So I change the feed. The feed that I feed the birds with aren't the feed that I train my birds with.
Okay. All right. So where do you get your feed? Because I know we have a couple of people on the feed company.
No, Nutrimix is the best feed that I see on the market, to be honest with you.
All right. Okay.
You find a more cleaner environment when you're feeding your birds on Nutrimix.
Okay.
I'm
So,
just being honest.
all right. We do have
So what I
representatives.
normally do, I normally feed my birds on I give them the boiler pellets and I mix it with corn. And sometimes I add a little pig feed into it also.
Okay. All right. Very nice. Very nice. I don't know if you know we have some Nutrimix people on here, so I'm sure they're like, yes, Nutrimix. All right. I have a question here. Do you accommodate local groups, example, schools?
No, I don't really do school tours because school tours is a lot harder to control, but I do local. So if someone is bringing their kids, I'll work with that. But the school tours, it's harder to control. And they'll let the birds go extra while, I'm telling you. It's
Okay.
harder to work with. It's out of control. You'd have to get a class that is fully controlled. And if you play with the birds too hard and tease the birds, they're gonna be all wild again. And I can't damage my business in that way. So if I have a small group where I know I can work with, I will. But large groups, I don't accept.
Okay. All right. You mentioned that the COVID hasn't really, well, it affected the tourist business because
Yes,
that's
it
what,
has affected me.
yeah.
It has affected me.
All right. And so are you seeing a little bit of it coming back just yet? Because I know they started opening up the country a little bit,
No,
not just yet. Okay.
there's no
All right.
coming back as yet.
Not,
They can't.
I'm just
It can't. Even though they're bringing in a few guests, there's not going to be any coming back as yet, because the
not as
numbers are going up, and once the numbers are going up, there's going to be a lot of lockdown pretty soon again. And as
absolutely.
you
Yeah.
can see, most of the places haven't even opened as yet, so they're still watching it. Because in an investment, if you start to invest and you see yourself losing, that's where you're going to go bad. Even the planes there start requesting that the government has to pay for the extra seats. That's the
Oh,
same way if we out here should implement a lot of stuff and we don't get any tourists, we're gonna feel the losses right there also. So we gotta keep a balanced scale of what we're doing. But as I said, with me, I do a lot of stuff on my farm and I always find new ideas. So most things won't really affected me income wise, but with my business, few of them are not going to be that successful like before. But I always find new ways. And I'm even starting to do my own herbs now. I'm going to start grinding herbs and seal them in bags and distribute them. So that's what I'm going for now because it's virus time. You got to find something new.
absolutely. What kind of herbs are you doing?
The Guinean bush, the Duppy gun, shea maca, caromy seed, lots of different herbs. Love bush, we're gonna dry them and grind them. And then
Very
I'm
good.
gonna package them and seal them. I already got my grinder and my sealer, so I'm ready.
Nice, very nice. So you said most of your products or all of your products you get on at your location. So are you planning to, because you advertise on
Yes,
Instagram?
yes. I have a Facebook page. I do most of my advertising on Facebook because I have a wider followers on there, around 5,600. So I get
Oh,
most of my buyers are from Facebook, and most of the pet shops I have my flyers and a lot of stuff around. So persons call me, and I do supply pet shops, I supply attractions, zoos, and a lot of stuff.
very nice.
Yes.
I see a
I
question here.
even
What?
have persons I
Go
have
ahead.
persons that are trying to do the same thing like I'm doing, so I'm the one that getting them all the birds and getting them prepared for next year.
Wow. So you've
But they're
become a
in different
mentor. So
locations. Yes, a good one too.
yeah. So very good. So when I'm ready to start my little bird venture, I know where to come. I don't know if I think I'll get in as much as
Yes.
you, but awesome. All right. What I have a question here.
All right.
What's
What
your
happened? Someone was asking what's the average cost. So
go ahead.
you want me to
Yes.
assist them on that? All right. What happened? We don't really on my tours. I don't charge because if I was supposed to charge, I can let make. Sometime I'll make more if I wasn't supposed. I will make more if I was supposed to charge. I'll make less money because what happened is that even when we're doing local tours, we'll just tell them to give us $1,000 per person, $500 per kids. But with the tourists, we don't really charge them. We work with tips. Because if I most of the time when I said, all right, you tip me at the end of the tour based on how I perform, I'll get like 40, 60, $100, maybe 150 if they really like what I'm doing to go towards feeding and to maintaining my farm. So most of the time, if I was supposed to charge most of the persons, I would have to have a set rate like $20, $15, $10, somewhere along there. Most of the time, I don't really charge tourists. They'll give me $5, $10, $20, $30, even $1, $2. But most of the time, you have persons that come and really like what you're doing and give you like 150 or 200. So we have to appreciate that. It make up for the loss, you know?
Absolutely. Wow, that's very impressive. Very, very impressive. So I'm glad somebody asked that question. So, see, guys, you don't always have to charge for things when you want to make revenue, but you also have to be creative in figuring out what's
Yes.
the best way to generate that revenue. So that's I like that. I definitely do like that. So you keep saying we, because are you doing all of this by yourself or do you have a team of people that help you?
That do first about the birds, but whenever you're not there now. Oh, you're back. All right. I'm the one
Okay.
that do all the tours. I'm the one that do all the tours because what happened is that whenever I'm not there, I have someone that assists me because most persons are going to ask you about the birds. We have more than 60 species of bird, and it's not easy to remember where all of those birds from and the names of the birds and a little history about them. And most of my birds, I can tell you where they're from, a little history about them, and what's their name. So not everyone is going to be able to just give you all that information. So with tours where person want enough information, I have to be on the farm. Whenever they don't want as much information, let my other friend that I tell you live next door to the farm do all that. But we works together anyhow.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So who helps you make your juices? And now you're going to start getting into herbs. Who's going to help you do all that? Are you doing it all
All
by
right.
yourself?
What I to be honest with you, I do make my juices.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So you all the legwork. That's good. But
Yes,
see,
all the works. I'll
you're
make like
growing.
50 bottles. Most of the time we'll make like 50 bottles of each variety of what we produce here. So we'll make
Okay.
50 pumpkin, 50 Irish mush, 50 cucumber, and I have a fridge directly that I store those in by themselves. So whenever those are finished, I'll make another 50 of each again. So I don't really have problems with making them because I do that in my spare time. Whenever I come home at night, I'll do all of that. And whenever I'm not doing any tours, I'll be here doing my stuff until they call me and said, hey, Eddie, you got a tour at 8:30. I know I can start making juice from early in the morning, you know?
All right. Very
Because
nice.
even when I'm home, I still have my incubator to work on because I have eggs that I hatch. So I have a lot of work to do here also. So I have three incubators and each of them carry 56 eggs inside of them and all of them are full.
For your birds. Okay.
We have ducks inside of there, we have geese, we have guinea chick, we have pheasants, we have lots of variety of chickens inside of there.
All right. Very nice. So you did say you don't come to schools, but would you go to a school and do like a presentation and teach a little session on birds and
Yes,
maybe?
I'll more than happy to do that. I'll more than happy to do that.
All
I'm
right.
more than happy to do that. I don't have a problem. It's not like I have a problem with the school. It's the group, how big the group is.
Yeah, that
Because
makes
you
sense.
know that with the school groups, they're order to control. You know that. There
Yes.
are gonna be some kids that are gonna want to poke the birds and all sort of stuff, and I can't afford for that to happen. You know.
Yes, very true. So
And
there's
someone was asking how much guests I get per day. All right, most of the time we'll get around to 5 to 6 tours a day. Most of the time when I get too much tours, I have to put them over for another day or so. If the guests decided that they want to do it tomorrow, but if not, I'll still try to put them in. Because remember, with most of my birds, persons are going to want to feed them. And if I get 5 tours for the day, my birds will be full because I have to feed them in the morning before the day comes now, they finish doing the feed, not going to start working. So once the birds are full, they're not going to do any work. They're just going to sit around and look at the tours. So if they want to just come around and take pictures, or they want to feed the birds, or they just want to do some knowledge on the bird, it all depends. You know, it all depends. Because most of the time, if I'm doing one tour and another tour come, I'll just pause it right there, get to that one, and bring it where I'm at. And we'll just start from there. Or what I'll do, I'll get my friend there and he start from that side and come on right back down, meeting them up. Because he's selling the green grocery, so sometimes he's also busy.
okay. All right. How long
Because
does it?
he's the one that works in the green grocery that I have on the front of the farm. So most of the time we're both busy, so hands are full. So we gotta do what we gotta do.
That's a good problem to have.
Yeah,
So
it's very good. It's rather to know that we are full than we're empty.
that's true. That's true. How long does a tour last?
All right, it all depends because I can do it pretty fast and I can do it pretty slow. If I see that the day is going slow, I can do my tour slow or I can do my tour pretty fast. Because what I do, I have all of the different variety of birds in cages. I have all of the others mixed up on the outside, but we don't do breeding on the outside. We mostly do breeding on the inside. Because if we should breed most of the chickens that are on the outside, it's going to be mixed with other breeds.
All right. And how many people do you like for a tour? Like how big of a group?
If we're doing ship tours, most of the time we'll have up to 20, 25 persons sometime on one
All right.
tour.
And do you use a microphone? The headset thing? No? You just talk?
No, I just talk. I don't use that.
Okay.
I don't information on any phones or any papers or anything. Everything is in my brain.
Very good. Very good. Somebody says, never met you before, but enough respect. Continue doing the right things. Keep your head up. Very nice. See, very encouraging group here. I really like what you have to share, and I'm really glad that we did get to talk to you. Who, other than the tourists, and you said you have, are you looking to put your products? I should ask you this. Are you looking to put your products anywhere else other than selling it on at your location? Are you looking to probably getting it into a grocery store or farmer's market or something?
Yes, because I have two products that I have that is licensed. Most of my products aren't fully licensed yet, but I have two products market that is licensed. My friends that store in the because because of the
Okay.
farm and the whole bird, doing the whole bird things, I have a lot of persons that have places inside of we have most of our juices are there that are licensed. The only juices that I have that are licensed is the pumpkin juice and beetroot and coconut water.
Mhm.
Beetroot and coconut water is 100% natural. So we only use beetroot and coconut water.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes.
Very nice. So all right, I don't know if it's my internet or yours. We're having a little internet issues here. Are
No,
you
it seems
there?
like I'm getting I'm
Is,
getting good connections there,
is
but
it
the
me?
reason I have to turn off the fan, I have to turn off.
Oh,
But if you
oh wow. Okay. Can you try that? See how that works? Guys, bear with us for a second. Very good information, guys. I hope you guys are inspired. I am, because he has a lot of good ideas, and I like the way he much better.
all right.
Yes, very
Well,
good.
I guess because the door is closed, so I'm not getting enough Wi-Fi.
Oh, okay, okay, all right. So you also have a YouTube channel,
Yes, the Boss Farm.
boss? Go ahead.
Yes, the YouTube channel is the Boss Farm.
Okay, so
So
go,
yes, you can go ahead.
all right, no. So you basically just video your tours, and so you can, anybody who wants to see what it's like to be on a tour. I was checking out some of his YouTube videos. You get to see what it's like. So I'm really hoping that a lot of us online, I know for sure, I'm going to try to make a visit, come out and visit you, because again, we're super inspired by what you do. So so what's next for the Boss Farm? What do you see from here? What are your new ventures you're gonna looking into doing?
Well, right now, my hands are full. As you can see, I do the juice, I do the herbs, we do the farm, we deal with the exotic animals, and we do the green grocery. And now we're getting in herbs. So, that is a lot of stuff for just a few of the persons. We are good at where we're at now.
That's good. You
With,
just
with the
have to build your
touring,
team bigger.
yes, yes. But with what I'm doing for now, I'm good with the team. I have other persons that work with me also. I have persons that come along and work with me because I have to have persons that clean the place and do a lot more stuff.
Mhm.
So it's not just us, it's a lot of
Okay.
persons. We have a lot of persons working, but for now, we don't really have much because we're not really doing the tours. Because when we're doing the tours, we have a wide amount of persons. We have persons that even cooks at times.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Yes. Because you know that most of the tourists would like to try out the ackee and saltfish, and they're gonna come and see the ackee tree on the farm, and they're gonna want to try it, and the soursop, they're gonna want to try the soursop juice because we have fruit trees also on the farm.
So how
So
big,
we
I'm sorry, how big is your location?
all right, where we're doing the tours now is around an acre and a half.
Okay.
But the way how I set up the cages, I put them on the sideline and some in the middle, so you get to walk around and see a lot more. It seems bigger than you think. From
Okay.
just looking on the pictures on Facebook or Instagram, you will feel like it's around 10 acres.
And that's
But
all that.
where we farm is a lot different. We don't farm really close to the farm. So the farming space is different from where I have the exotic animals.
And tell me again, where exactly are you guys? Just for
All right. All right,
I'm
we're right. We're when you come to the Iron Shore roundabout, the
okay.
left turn on Horace Strong Boulevard, you'll see a picture of Dr. Chong. Dr. Chong, you'll see a picture of him right there. That's the road where you come upon. That road is named Horace Strong Boulevard. It was Cubic Avenue before, but is now Horace Strong Boulevard.
Okay. And how far up the road are you from there?
We're around, depending on your driving, I'll put 10 minutes if you're driving slow.
All right. If I'm driving slow.
Yeah.
All right. Very good. Very good. So I'm see if anybody else has any questions for you guys. So see, I'm trying to think. Any guys have any other questions? Somebody made a comment that Cabra could collaborate with you. You never know. You never know what could happen from that. You guys have any other questions for Eddie? Because, like I said, he's done a tremendous job, and I'm really glad that you were able to spend the time with us and come
Yeah,
on.
yeah,
So, trying to making sure I covered everything here. So we talked about your farm, we talked about your team, we talked about your
yeah,
target, okay? And you're kind of saying, and you said your pumpkin juice is licensed as well
yeah.
as fruit and your coconut juice,
No, the beetroot is mixed with the coconut water, the beetroot and the coconut water.
right? Okay, and that's also licensed too. So you're hoping to get it where? I think that's kind of where we got cut off. Where are you hoping to get it?
No, we're getting it places already. We're
Okay,
getting into a lot of places, and most time when the tourists come and they get their juice, they bring it to a lot of places, further than we think.
okay, all right,
Yes, because I sell a lot of my juices to tourists, so
very nice.
that's the bigger damage with the juices because when you tell them it's $2, they'll say, "Oh, that's too cheap. Here's $5."
Okay,
Or you tell them it's $3, you know.
that's true.
Someone was saying, if I have challenge in finding workers. We all know that most persons don't want to work. But if you let them know what they're getting, they will work. But most persons don't really want to work. But when they see the whole aspect of everything with the tourists and everything, and it all depending on how big you are in the business, persons will want to be at your feet
Absolutely. All right.
because they want to be on the media. Maybe they want persons to see them that they're at the boss farm. And remember that we also did have a few artists that normally comes to the farms also. So,
Okay,
we try to get artists to promote our farms and those stuff. So
that's
we
nice.
do a wide amount of things.
Good. You see that other question? Do you plan to add
Yeah.
other animals like snakes?
No, no, no. What I'm working with right now, I'm good with for now. What I'm working with is doing a tremendous job, I'm telling you.
That's very good. Yeah, stick to the
Very, very good job. Because I even remember that most of the persons that do pigeons, they have them in an aviary. And my pigeons, they work on the outside. You don't have to have them in an aviary. Once the feeding is in your hand, they'll go on top of your head, they'll go on your shoulder, and they'll go on your hands. And I don't even have to have feeding in your hands for me to take my pigeons and put on your shoulder like a parrot.
Mhm.
Yes.
All right, very
Because I did even right now I did have a person that owned one of the farm work program did come here and visit me and trying to get me to see everything that we are doing, and they're going to be doing it in Canada pretty soon. So I have a friend of mine that have a farm work program in Canada going on. That's Josh, that is planning to do exactly what I'm doing at the moment, and he's taking all the informations from me and doing it as best as he can.
very nice.
So so pretty much we have partners in Canada pretty soon, you
You
know?
the franchise that D-Boss model.
Yes, because that's why I'm telling you that most of the advertising that I get and most persons that get to know me is on Facebook. So I spend most of my time on Facebook.
Okay, very good. Who does your marketing?
I do it.
Okay, on Facebook. All right.
And
Well,
remember, I tell you that I have artists that promote the page. Like they'll say, ensure you come to the Boss Farm where all the exotic animals and So, yes, someone was asking, I think someone was asking if the business is licensed. That's what I see.
yes,
Yes, the business is licensed. The license name for my business is The Boss Agricultural Produce and Exotic Animals. My juice are licensed. The farm is licensed. All the farms are licensed.
very
The
nice.
farms are licensed with RADA and also with the government.
Okay, that was going to be my next question. Are you part of any a group or association? So you're a member of RADA. Okay.
Yes,
And
I'm a member of RADA. RADA love the Boss Farm more than you think.
that's nice. That's nice. And is there like a bird group? Because I know there's like a small ruminants group because we're a part of the small ruminants group. Is there like a bird group? I don't know. A
Like
group association of bird owners that you guys get together and you talk about stuff? No.
Yes, we do that. And one of my favorite page on Facebook is also Livestock Jamaica. They always advertise our stuff.
Okay.
So we work with them a lot also. So Livestock Jamaica, we gotta big them up, you know?
Very
Yeah.
nice.
When we just started, we were on Livestock Jamaica because they were there before us. So we did have to share our stuff on there where persons did purchase our animals. So we were working with them when we just got in the business
Okay.
because, Livestock Jamaica has been there before us. So, we have to give them their credit. Not because we're out there now, we still have to give everyone their credit.
Very,
Because when I used to post things on other pages, they won't approve it. But Livestock Jamaica always approve all my posts, every single one. So I have to give them their credit. So
very nice. Thank you, Livestock Jamaica. All right, awesome. Stanley said, give the youth their chance and they will progress. Absolutely. Eddie's a perfect example of that. Okay. Let's see. You guys have any other questions? I think Eddie was awesome. He gave us a lot of good information and a lot of good ideas and suggestions. How about Denby? Do you ever go to Denby and take your birds to Denby?
all right, what I normally do, I normally send my birds to Denby because I have a wider partnership in the exotic business than you would think because I have a lot of persons that I work with and I sell birds for them and they also sell birds for me too. So because of the whole touring and being busy here, I can't make it there, but a lot of my products went to Denby.
Okay,
All most of the places that do their Denby at here time selling birds and all of those stuff, most of my birds always get there. And I don't really even know one parish in Jamaica that I have never sent a bird to.
oh, wow. All right.
My
Very,
birds are all over
very. You'll have to have a
because,
little tag for them so we can know where they
yeah, because what happened is that I have persons that purchase birds from me overseas, but they have persons out there that they work with. Like
Okay,
you have persons that have their farm out here, but they're abroad. So they
okay.
normally send us Western Unions or deposits, and then persons will come and pick up their birds and they start their own thing.
Very nice. Very nice. That's awesome to know. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna come check you for a bird or two. Let me see how many I can purchase, but I'm very excited about that. You guys, any other questions? A thumbs up and a lot of good job. So that's a good thing. We're very impressed with what you do. So anybody guys, any other questions? I think I had all my questions answered. Is there anything else to talk about that you want to share with the group that we don't know about the Boss Farm?
All right, let I see, let I see, let I see, let I see. Mhm. Oh, recently we start our shirts also. So we have our shirts that are gonna be coming out pretty soon also. So
Okay.
let I show you a design. This is one
Oh,
of the shirts.
oh, nice. So
Yes.
we can order those online, but we have to pick them up from you, or how does?
And what we also we can we will depending on where you're at, we can make the arrangements and we also do cups also. I have my cups that
Mhm.
I have my cups with the Boss Farm on it also.
Very
So
nice.
we're doing a lot of productions with our brand name. We're just trying to get it big. So
Okay.
we have it on the juices and we have it on cups. I don't think maybe I can go get a juice and show you one of the design if you want me to.
If it's easy enough, sure, go right ahead. We'd like to see it. And I do have another
Okay.
when you come back. So real quick, guys, this is great. So now we can order shirts. Yeah. So I'm gonna ask you about importing birds here in a second. But yeah, so a very pretty and colorful shirt. So I would encourage you guys to follow the boss and see what he's doing. Again, a lot of very fun, interesting things. And now we got more questions coming in. So we'll have a lot more to talk about when he comes back here in a second. So you guys, awesome, awesome crowd here.
All right. All right. Right now, I bring two of the products. This is the pumpkin. Let I see if I can get it. All right. This is the pumpkin.
Yes.
So
Okay.
you see that it still has my logo on it
Mhm.
because I always keep up the brand logo and this is the Irish mash.
Very nice.
And you can see that all of our products are stamped and the bottles are also sealed.
Awesome. Very
Yeah.
nice. Very nice. Okay.
So
So,
these were the two that are the two juices that were very close to me because I have the rest at a shop.
okay. All right. Very nice. Is it hard to import birds in the country? Have you tried to import birds?
Oh, I never tried that before
Okay.
because I think it's pretty hard. Everything in Jamaica is hard. Nothing in the areas ain't easy. It's hard to get out your product and it's hard to get in products.
No
So,
comment.
you know, but we make use of most of the birds that are here because there's a lot of exotic animals here. If I was supposed to gather most of the animals, it will take me days to feed all of them. There's a wide collections out of it out here in Jamaica. There's more than 50 species different of pigeons that I see here in Jamaica. A lot of different species that of chickens that I haven't even started collected as yet. So there's a lot more stuff out here.
There's a lot of stuff here we don't really have to import just yet. So we have
No,
enough.
no, no. With doing my exotic animals, I don't really have to import because they're way more than enough that I need.
Awesome. All right.
So I mostly take the birds that I know persons mostly purchase. Like in parrots, they'll mostly go for the yellow-naped Amazon parrots. And
Okay.
those are the parrots that I trained. I have one bird that trained them to talk, and I do the rest.
Okay. Very nice.
Yes.
Very nice. Was it hard getting funding to start the business? Or did you?
No. Because when I just started the business, I was just doing rabbits and two ducks. But I didn't realize at first that I did have two female ducks because I didn't know anything about the business. I was just trying. But with the rabbits, it was going pretty good. But after that, now I did get a few common fowls. That's the regular common fowls that running up around the houses and things. And then persons that I know from way back then start giving me exotic animals. Heck, they'll give us like duck, geese, peacocks. So I use the chickens to hatch all the eggs. So if persons are worrying about, oh, it's gonna cost me 50, 60,000, it doesn't cost you nothing to do this. I'm gonna explain how easy it was. What I did get a few common birds and I did use them to hatch most of the eggs. When I hatch the geese egg and I hatch maybe around 10 of them, I'll trade birds.
What happened? Hold on 1 second. You said you're getting a call? Give us a second, guys. I think he's getting a call. See, that shows you how important he is. Uh-oh, we lost him. So let's give him a second here. He'll probably come back in a second. All right. See, guys, there's so much good information that busts the internet. I'm just kidding. Hopefully he'll be back in a second here. All right, there he is. Hold on 1 second. There he is. Add. Connecting.
All right.
There. Hi.
Well, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to do this a little pretty faster than I think. I have someone that comes to pick up a bird there. They did come from far away, so I gotta get it to them.
Business. Gotta do your business. Okay, so go
Yeah,
ahead
so
and
what I was saying is that what I did get the geese egg, the duck egg, the guinea chicks egg, and I get a few different varieties of chicken. Most of them I pay for, most of them I don't pay $1 because for a person to give you two eggs, it's easy because I have done that. Most persons that I start doing birds is just eggs that I give them. I said hold 3 eggs, hold 4 eggs. They go, they hatch them, they start their own thing. So because that's how persons used to do with me. So I did have to return back some favors. Persons come, they said they want some duck eggs. I have to give it to them. I have to give them chicken eggs. I have to give them pigeon eggs because I use the common pigeons to hatch the exotic pigeons. That's how I do it. And I use the common chickens to hatch the duck, the geese, the peacocks, and all those stuff. Most persons don't really know that you can do that. So it didn't cost us $1 to start this. We just start hatching birds, selling birds, and using birds to get other birds.
all right. Very nice. Very nice.
Yes.
Okay. So, guys, now we know where to go to visit the Boss Farm and to get a tour and learn more about birds. And if you're interested in getting started, I'm sure Eddie would be happy to help us or figure something.
And yeah, and my number is 1-876-839-3501. Or you can visit us at The Boss Farm on Instagram or The Boss Farm on Facebook.
Very good.
All right,
Eddie,
so
you are amazing. Thank you
all
so
right.
much. Don't want to hold you up. We do appreciate your
Yeah,
time.
yeah.
I'm coming to see you. We're coming to see you. Okay.
All
So
right,
let's keep.
just give me a call whenever you're ready. You have the number.
Thank you. But thanks, guys. Have a great evening. Thanks for joining us. And Eddie will be in touch. Okay.
All right,
All
thank
right.
you.
Bye, guys. Have a great evening, everyone. Thought this other one was ended.